You happen to know the story of the previous owner, right, Steve?
I do.
So what's the story behind this one?
The previous owner... Take your time, Dave. They don't mind waiting on you.
You lost out on that last one a couple weeks ago.
I got 2,000.
Big time.
21. 21, go 21. All right, 2,050. Give 2,050. 2,050. 2,050. Sold it.
Number 3.
Number 3. 2,000.
All right, George, there was a reserve on this at 800, and we met that reserve. We just bought it for 2,000. There is a 10% buyer's premium, so we're paying 2,200, and we can't load it today because our trailer is already full. We're back in Painsville at the $2,200 unit. Now it cost us $2,000. There was a 10% buyer's premium on top of that that pays the actual auctioneer. So we spent $2,200, and we're thrilled because we were a little uneasy about leaving this one behind. We're coming back 3 days later to pick it up, and we even put 2 locks on it. We've never done that before, just to make sure nobody tampered with it. And we know there was added security. We're going to show it to you right now. Right above our 2 locks, we've never done 2 locks before, but right above our 2 locks we've got spider webs. Now these weren't here as we opened it when we bought it, so we know nobody tampered with it, and we had extra security in the webs. So it's time to open it up, as long as our security guard will let us open it up. Now, if you remember, the one thing that we saw in here that could pay for the entire unit is this moose. This moose easily, and this is a very conservative estimate, easily can bring in $2,500. The most important thing when pricing a moose is what, George? It's like a lot of things. Size. Size matters. Any woman that tells you size doesn't matter is what, George? They're lying. And so the bigger the rack, the more money. Now we can officially get this scored, and we can actually get more money for it as well. But we're gonna go on a conservative estimate, $2,500 on the moose head. And George, you already have an offer, correct?
Mm-hmm. I did get an offer from someone out of town, and we let our viewers vote on what name we should give them, even though we're not keeping them.
What was the name?
There were so many good ones. I like Bullwinkle.
Maybe we'll find the squirrel in here somewhere. Here's a couple bigger items inside the unit that we saw as we were profiling. Now, this big game tree stand right here with mechanical lift, which is just going to be Jeremy and George lifting. This trophy box combo kit is brand new, has not been opened. So this is perfect timing as hunting season is coming up. Now this big game tree stand right here, again, this is a smaller one. This one weighs 45 pounds. This one I think actually has been opened because I see resealing tape here. You'll see it right here. But all that being said, corner tape still seems to be there. Staples might have been unstapled at some point. All that being said, it's the perfect time to sell these. So we're gonna find out how much they're worth. These will get listed immediately because hunters are ready. And if that's not enough, look at this. We've got another one right back here. This is a pop-up blind. So we got a Maristep multi-season doghouse pack-in blind right there. Beautiful. And it just keeps getting better and better. George can't wait to get in a tote, so she's gonna totes my goats. Let's see what we have. We have, you know what those are? Those are moose brushes.
To comb?
Yeah, that's how you comb your moose out.
That's several combs.
That's how you brush your moose. Isn't that how you brush your moose?
How do you brush your moose?
So these are, we know exactly what they are. These are brushes for finish work on your ceilings, and it looks like we've got a bunch of other tools as well. So this is definitely a man's man. Fishing, a little bit of everything in here. So C-clamps, some drill bits. There's more bits right there, look at that. So I would put a conservative estimate on this tote, just looking at it. That brush is about dead. This is probably an easy $50. Whether you take it to flea market, auction, or we sell it in the warehouse, we'll send it straight to auction. We'll get more than that, but we're very conservative with our actual prices. And if you in your area, you go, oh man, our prices are too high, well, maybe you should move.
To Ohio. I want to make a guess of what these brushes could be.
I already just said what they are.
It's not to brush your moose. It's to wipe down the walls, drywalls before painting.
Still not right. Alright, to the toolbox. And we have tools. And we got an entire drawer of tools in here. Got a hammer. We got a riveter. Channel locks. We got a little bit of everything in there. Now we got pipe wrenches. I see rasps, nippers, electrical tape. What's this one to brush, George?
Is that a wire brush?
Is that for hair? And then we have...
I did a silent countdown.
Alright, we got a welding helmet. We got a caulking gun, a couple propane tanks. We got a drill gun. So we're going to put a rough estimate on this one. What's all this? Bungees, welding gloves. We'll put a rough estimate on this. This, we're going to put a rough estimate of $75, even though I know the contents will sell for well more in our area. So we're going to say $50 and $75 for the toolbox and the contents. It's a pretty nice looking file cabinet. Always interesting to see what's inside. Let's see what we have here. We have 2008 revised taxes, receipts, income, house papers, Ohio job, family, unemployment. So this probably starts to tell a little bit of the story. Dodge van. Oh, look at here. Bankruptcy. This probably starts telling the story right here. Let's see. I understand and agree that the cost of my Chapter 7 bankruptcy shall be $1,099 for legal fees and $299 for filing fees. Huh. Well, this is what I don't understand. Why don't you just sell all your stuff? If you had that type of financial issues, this just looks like a bunch of junk. Why not sell everything that you have in storage? I'm going to go ahead and remove these chairs. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 chairs on a Lazy Susan. And we're going to dig into some of these boxes back here so we can stack those in the front of the trailer first. And then we can get into everything else. And look at this. You see this here? What do you think's in that case? George pulled down some items. What do you have?
Found a Bailey hat.
Barnum and Bailey. Actually, that'd be a good hat for me today.
It is hot today. I wore jeans because I thought it would be cooler. Dinah Felt.
Another cowboy hat.
I'm dying.
It's a grande.
It's a grande.
So we got to look at the pieces on the hat. We'll have to check and see if this is silver. There's obviously turquoise in there. So my guess is because of the turquoise, this is also silver. We'll have to check that in a little bit.
Another Bailey hat.
That's a box for one of the hats. We've got train pieces.
Oh.
More trains. There's the Holiday Express. When it rains, it pours trains. And this was costumes, decorations, was Halloween, Kodaks, RCA. All right, let's see. It is an RCA home theater audio video receiver and some kind of printer with some kind of pieces. This would sell well on eBay. We're missing the knob, but I have a feeling she's got the knob right there in the bags. Look at this, uncovering that, we have 2 metal detectors. Here's a bounty hunter. I don't know what this one would be called, but I can see them right back there. And right next to them, look, we got a military bag. You know we love military bags, and I have a feeling of what could be hiding inside there. I have a really good feeling of what could be in that military bag. Not sure we're gonna get to that today, but we're definitely gonna pull these out, take a look at them, and look behind here. We got a Hot Wheels turbo tube, pipeline to racing excitement, or disciplinarian parental tool for spanking disobedient children. Either which way, it could be the pipeline to racing or for the parents. We've got a commercial tote here, heavy duty handle, the whole deal.
Forgot the hat.
We're gonna go ahead and find out what's inside in 3, 2. Oh, look at here. Okay, here's a hot piece. You know what this is, George?
Nope.
This is a gun cleaning kit. We're getting closer. That whatever took that moose out is in here. I know it. Okay, and here's another one. Here is another one. All right. Here's a bore kit. I can get it open. Doesn't want to open. There it goes. All right, here we go. There's an entire kit right there. We might have something in here. We got a table saw guard. We got a jack. This is it's got other pieces. This is for, you know what this is?
What is that?
This is for hanging your deer when you're gutting it and dressing it. This goes in between the bones, right in behind the heel. That's for deer. We got table saw. We got hitches. This is the something. I don't know what the rest of this is. There's no firearm in there, but there's some other junk. George has a pile here she pulled down. We've got, you know what these are called?
It's taller than I am.
It is taller than you. Do you know what they're called? Those are waders. People also call them rubbers. So you go into the water and
Go fishing.
you go fishing. That's probably
The inliner.
that might be called a magnum rubber or wader, one or the other. That's a big one. So those are Cabela's right there.
This is my size.
That's more your size. Looks like we got tools down below. And I can already tell what it is. I saw the bits. It's a router. So we got a nice router there. Most of these tools we'll just send straight to the local auction house. Tools sell so well in our area. Makita, oh, that's a small one. It's got to be a palm sander. Yep, palm sander there.
Alright.
And Craftsman. Let's see what we have here.
Another sander.
We have another sander. Craftsman sander with the case. We've got a couple sets of cornhole boards here. We're just going to put $20 on this. We might even reseal these and sell them for more. And there's another set back there. I'm going to dig those out. I'm also going to dig out the Craftsman table saw. That's a 9-inch with stand. That's an easy $100 right there. Obviously, you know, I know it's going to sell for more, but we're going to round down to $100 for the Craftsman table saw. And I'm going to load that up so we can look at some other things. I just dug it out, and do you see what I see? Do you think this is what I think it is? If it is, we just got another cash cow. Are you ready? This is awesome. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what it is. In 3, 2, yes! Yes! We found a Hobart Welder. We have a welder. Nice! Oh, it was hiding underneath the blanket. Oh, this unit is cash money. We got a 10-inch compound slide miter saw under here as well. Used, but that'll sell really well. And then we also have, looks like we've got a pressure washer. Let's see what kind it is. Honda powered. It's a premium 2600 PSI. So the thing with power washers when you find them, if they've sat through the storage unit during the winter, what can happen is the pumps can actually go bad because the water will freeze if they weren't winterized. So we're going to have to test this out, and hopefully it's doing great and it was winterized before it was stored. I have a feeling, because this guy took such good care of his items and things, that we're going to do just fine, that it was probably properly winterized. This commercial painter, probably brand new, was well over $1,500. So it was well used, obviously. Sprayer on the one end. And this will flip quick. And we'll get a good price for it. I'm trying to look for... I think it's got a Honda engine. Let's pull it out just a little bit. There we go. There we go. 7,900 Sherwin-Williams. Wow. Yep, we're gonna do really well with this for sure. And then the pick here, the aluminum pick, we're just gonna put a really low number on that. We're gonna put $50 on the aluminum pick, even though we know it could go for well more. We got another box over here, sprayer, fine, old camera, something kind of hose connector, nail stapler, manuals. I don't know. Let's find out what's inside. Let's find out. And then we're just going to load everything else up because we have to be out of here in time. Let's see. We'll have to get to that. Army bag tomorrow. We only have so much time to be in here. There's a dado blade, adjustable dado. Oh wow. Here's another one. Dado blades. These are good money. This must be the old camera. It sure is. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got it. Okay. And that's as far as I figured out. I'm sure it opens somehow and does something. I just don't know how. So we got that. I don't know. Definitely an old camera. To figure out how to do it later. We got all kinds of tools and parts and pieces. There's staples, so that means we got a staple gun somewhere. Whole tote of staples. We got spray guns. We've got, this is for shaving logs. So when you want a log look, you actually shave the bark off like that. And we got more nails. And, oh, look at this. You see what this is? This is an old trap. So this would catch the animal's foot. It would step on it and catch the animal's foot. I'm not going to set it right now because I don't need to trap myself. But this here, oh, no doubt somebody wants this for sure. This is an old lake. It's called a lake and limb. It's a lake and limb, right? Lake and limb. Here, I'll show it to you for some of you that actually love this stuff. See if you can read that. Auctioneer Steve Wilson was back here at the storage unit facility on other business and stopped by, and you happen to know the story of the previous owner, right, Steve?
I do.
So what's the story behind this one?
The previous owner got sick. He ended up passing away. The family was notified, and they thought that they had reached a settlement with the family to to go ahead and pay the past rent and take all this out. But then they, for some reason, decided not to show up on the date of payment, and so
they abandoned it.
They abandoned it.
The family had the opportunity, but they decided they didn't want it. They abandoned it.
They abandoned it, and so it was forced into an auction.
Thanks for letting us know.
No problem.